Have you ever felt exhausted after spending time with someone, even if they didn't physically do anything to you? The kind of tiredness that isn't just physical, but emotional and mental. It's as if they drained you of all your energy, leaving you feeling depleted and weak. We encounter these types of individuals, people who suck the energy out of us without us even realizing it. But what if I told you that these individuals could be likened to vampires? Not the bloodsuckers from fiction, but real-life energy vampires. These energy vampires can be found in every corner of our lives. At home, at work, and even within our social circles. They might not always be obvious, but once you recognize their traits, you can protect yourself from their draining influence. We've all heard of vampires in folklore, creatures who feed on blood to survive. What if I told you that there are individuals around us who feed on something even more valuable than blood? Our energy. Just like fictional vampires, energy vampires can leave us feeling drained, weak, and sometimes even powerless. But how do we recognize them? And more importantly, how do we stop them from continuing to drain our vitality? Energy vampires in real life. The hidden drainers, the term energy vampire, is often used to describe people who drain the emotional, physical, or spiritual energy of others. While this might sound like a concept confined to the realm of fiction, the reality is that many of us interact with energy vampires daily. These individuals can be friends, family members, colleagues, or even strangers. Their presence, whether intentional or not, can sap our energy, leaving us feeling drained and sometimes questioning our self-worth. These energy vampires exist in many different environments. At home, they might be a family member who constantly demands attention or thrives on negativity. They may be colleagues who constantly complain or stir up drama, draining you emotionally. In social settings, they can be people who manipulate others for their own benefit, leaving everyone around them feeling used and exhausted. But what is it that makes these individuals so draining? What causes them to behave this way? And why do we often let them into our lives? The answer lies in their ability to manipulate the energy of others, often without the victim even realizing what's happening. Types of energy vampires. Malicious and unconscious drainers. Energy vampires aren't all cut from the same cloth. There are various types, each with their own methods of draining others. Understanding these types can help us recognize them in our own lives and take the necessary steps to protect ourselves. 1. Malicious vampires. These are the individuals who deliberately drain others for their own gain. Their actions are often motivated by jealousy, envy, or a desire to control. They thrive on negative energy and will often engage in manipulation, gossip, or even outright hostility to drain those around them. These individuals are aware of the effect they have on others and use it to their advantage. They may seek to cause conflict, feed off drama, or sabotage others' happiness to make themselves feel more powerful. Unconscious vampires. On the other hand, there are individuals who drain energy unintentionally. These people are often dealing with their own emotional struggles or unresolved issues, which makes them unhappy and needy. They don't mean to harm others, but their constant emotional demands or negativity can wear down those around them. They may complain about everything in their life or seek validation and attention without realizing the emotional toll it takes on others. While these vampires aren't intentionally malicious, their behavior still affects our energy, leaving us feeling mentally and emotionally exhausted. Recognizing these types is the first step in protecting yourself from their influence. But how do you know who is truly draining your energy and who is just having a rough day? The key lies in paying attention to your own emotional and physical reactions to their presence. Do you feel uplifted after spending time with them, or do you feel drained and low? This emotional barometer can help you identify energy vampires in your life. Characteristics of energy vampires. How to spot them? Recognizing an energy vampire can be difficult, especially when they disguise themselves as friends or loved ones. However, there are certain traits and behaviors that are commonly associated with these energy-draining individuals. By learning to spot these characteristics, you can protect yourself from their influence and take the necessary steps to distance yourself if needed. Lack of empathy and emotional maturity. One of the defining traits of energy vampires is their inability to empathize with others. They may be completely unaware of how their actions affect the people around them, or they may simply not care. This lack of empathy often manifests as selfishness, insensitivity, or an inability to understand or acknowledge others' feelings. When confronted with the suffering of others, they often minimize it or shift the focus back to themselves. Narcissism and control. Many energy vampires display narcissistic tendencies. They view the world through a lens that revolves around themselves and are often unable to see beyond their own needs and desires. These individuals crave attention and validation, and may manipulate situations to ensure they stay at the center of attention. They often try to control those around them, whether through emotional manipulation, guilt-tripping, or intimidation. Narcissists are rarely interested in the well-being of others. They are only concerned with how others can serve their own needs. 3. Judgment and criticism. Another common trait of energy vampires is a tendency to criticize and judge others. This behavior stems from their own insecurity and need to elevate themselves by putting others down. They may make cutting remarks or belittle others in an attempt to feel superior. When you encounter these individuals, you may notice that they rarely have anything positive to say, and their criticisms are often harsh and unwarranted. 4. Dramatics and flattery. Energy vampires often thrive on drama and negativity. They may create crises where none exist or blow minor issues out of proportion to elicit attention or sympathy. Alternatively, some vampires use flattery to manipulate others. They may shower you with insincere compliments in order to get something from you, whether it's your time, your resources, or your energy. In both cases, their goal is the same: to extract something from you while giving little or nothing in return. Once you learn to recognize these traits, you can begin to protect yourself by setting boundaries and distancing yourself from these toxic influences. Recognizing and overcoming energy vampires. Protecting your energy vampire in your life. The first step is always self-awareness. Recognizing that someone is draining your energy is the key to breaking free from their influence. From there, it's essential to set boundaries. Energy vampires thrive on access to your emotional and physical energy, so limiting their presence in your life is crucial for maintaining your own well-being. Start by being clear about your limits and assertively communicating them. You don't have to be rude or confrontational, but you do need to make it clear that you won't tolerate behavior that drains your energy. Whether it's a family member, friend, or co-worker, boundaries are essential for protecting yourself. It's also important to distance yourself from toxic relationships, especially if the individual continues to disrespect your boundaries. It might be difficult, but sometimes the best way to protect yourself is by limiting or completely severing ties with individuals who consistently drain your energy. This doesn't mean that you need to cut off everyone who is struggling, but it does mean that you need to prioritize your own well-being. Signs of triumph for the chosen ones. The path of personal growth as you continue on your journey of spiritual and personal growth. You will encounter many obstacles, some external, like toxic relationships, and others internal, like fear and self-doubt. But these challenges are not roadblocks. They are opportunities for you to grow, evolve, and become stronger. For those who are on a path of spiritual awakening, there are specific signs that indicate you're on the right track. Mastery over fear. Fear is a natural part of the human experience. But when you confront your fears head-on and act in spite of them, you show courage and strength. Overcoming fear is one of the most powerful signs of personal growth, as it allows you to step into your full potential. Heightened spiritual awareness. As you overcome negativity and toxic influences in your life, your spiritual awareness increases. This heightened sensitivity can lead to greater intuition, psychic abilities, and a stronger connection with your divine purpose. Fulfilling your divine purpose. Those on a spiritual path often find themselves aligning more closely with their higher calling. Whether you are meant to lead, teach, heal, or serve in some other way, embracing your divine purpose becomes one of the most fulfilling aspects of your journey. 4. Freedom from toxic relationships. One of the most profound signs of spiritual growth is freedom from toxic relationships. As you continue to heal and evolve, you naturally begin to let go of relationships that no longer serve you, creating space for more positive, supportive connection, healing, and growth. Confronting your inner demons, healing is an essential part of the journey. To move forward, you must confront your past wounds, whether they stem from childhood trauma, unhealthy relationships, or negative thought patterns. Healing involves forgiveness, both of others and yourself, and spiritual practices like meditation, prayer, and mindfulness. These practices help you release the emotional burdens that weigh you down, allowing you to move forward with clarity and peace. Healing comes from within. It's a process of releasing the old and embracing the new. As you heal, you create space for inner peace, which allows you to transcend conflict and embrace a deeper sense of tranquility. Divine protection and blessings, synchronicities and miracles. As you continue on your journey, you may start to notice signs of divine intervention. These synchronicities and miracles are often indicators that you are on the right path. Opportunities begin to present themselves, and you may find that support and blessings flow into your life effortlessly. These signs are not coincidences, but rather affirmations of alignment with your higher purpose. Spiritual alignment also leads to abundance and success. As you align more closely with your true self and your divine purpose, you begin to attract the prosperity, success, and emotional fulfillment that you deserve. But these blessings are not just for you. They are tools for you to inspire and uplift others on their own journeys. Conclusion: embracing your role as a beacon of light as you continue on your journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. Remember that you are a beacon of light in the world. Your resilience, strength, and connection to the divine serve as inspiration for others who are seeking their own path. The challenges you face are not obstacles. They are opportunities to shine brighter and fulfill your divine purpose. By recognizing energy vampires, setting boundaries, and embracing your spiritual growth, you not only protect yourself, but also empower yourself to become the person you are meant to be. Keep moving forward, knowing that your light will guide others toward their own transformation.